It is absolutely true that the choices we make shape the outcomes we experience in life. Every decision, no matter how seemingly insignificant, can have a ripple effect on our lives and the lives of those around us. Being mindful of our choices and understanding that we have the power to choose our actions is essential for personal growth and development. Sometimes we can become so caught up in the moment that we forget to consciously consider the consequences of our decisions. This can lead to making impulsive choices that we may later regret. Taking the time to pause, reflect and weigh our options can help us make more informed and intentional decisions. Recognizing that we have the ability to learn from our choices can empower us to make better decisions in the future. Instead of dwelling on past mistakes, we can use them as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Embracing the fact that we are constantly making choices and acknowledging the impact of those choices can lead to a more fulfilling and purposeful life. By being mindful of our decisions and taking responsibility for our actions, we can strive to create the outcomes we desire and navigate life with greater clarity and intention. Thanks for watching. This is an excerpt from my book, Choices. The success of any organization hinges on the ability of its executives to make informed decisions, which in turn relies heavily on accurate reports and information. For example, a CIO relies on his team to provide precise data and reports. It is critical for organizations to establish systems that furnish relevant information to support intelligent decision making, the absence of which can be very costly for an organization. Likewise, it is equally crucial for every employee to have access to accurate information within their realm of responsibility to contribute effectively to the organization's success. Decision making, however, isn't confined to the corporate world alone. The art of decision making applies to each and every one of us, be it a child on the playground, a homemaker at the grocery store, or a CEO leading a corporation. We are faced with numerous choices on a daily basis. Let's take the case of a child who decides to sit back and watch his friends play instead of joining them. Even such seemingly simple choices in childhood can significantly influence one's future behaviors and outcomes. The process of decision making is a life cycle where each choice or decision can influence subsequent decisions and experiences. Past choices can significantly impact future decisions in various aspects of life, whether it's personal relationships, social dynamics, or global politics. The choices made by influential figures like presidents and CEOs hold the power to shape the destinies of nations and organizations alike. Despite the apparent differences in the scale of decision making, the choices made by individuals at all levels collectively contribute to shaping the society we live in. The significance of informed decision making extends to parenting as well. Parents play a pivotal role in guiding their children towards making informed choices while leveraging their own experiences and decisions. Educated parents are better equipped to provide guidance, thereby influencing their children's educational and career choices. In essence, informed decision making is crucial across all spheres of life. While the consequences of decisions may vary, the impact of informed choices resonates deeply, shaping individual lives and broader social structures. It is crucial to instill the practice of gathering and analyzing information and thus making informed decisions. This will empower individuals to navigate life's challenges effectively. Thanks for watching. This is an excerpt from my book, Choices. The desire to transcend mediocrity and leave a lasting impact propels individuals to make informed choices that reshape their destinies, turning them into champions and catalysts of change. Take the case of Marie Curie, also known as Madame Curie, whose discovery of radium revolutionized medical science, paving the way for advanced cancer treatments. Despite facing formidable challenges, she refused to be hindered, dedicating herself to her life's work. Likewise, Helen Keller, despite being deaf and blind, chose not to succumb to self-pity. With determination and support from her parents and teacher, she embarked on a journey to triumph over adversity and made a difference in the lives of others like her. These examples underscore the notion that winners possess not only positive attitudes but also the resolve to make the right choices. Through their lives, they've shown that success doesn't happen by chance, but rather it's a deliberate selection of the path to victory. Mahatma Gandhi's commitment to non-violence propelled India towards independence from British colonial rule, transforming it into a thriving economy today. Likewise, Mother Teresa's selfless mission uplifted countless lives in Calcutta, earning it the name the City of Joy. Our essence is shaped by the choices we make, as seen in the transformative impact made by individuals like Billy Graham, who touched millions through evangelism. While choices permeate every facet of our lives, the quality of those choices often hinges on our level of information. Informed decisions, grounded in facts and figures, will steer us towards favorable outcomes. Employing a pragmatic approach, such as breakdown analysis, equips us to navigate tough decisions methodically. Whether in personal relationships, financial investments, or social contributions, informed choices wield transformative power. Yet, in the heat of emotional turmoil, the path to rational decision making may seem obscured. How we carry ourselves amidst adversity or disagreement reveals our character and determines our trajectory. And now, here is a key differentiator. Consistent dedication to excellence distinguishes successful people from those who merely aspire to succeed. Education attainment, for instance, is not solely a product of intellect, but also sustained effort and discipline. Generational patterns often perpetuate socio-economic status, but outliers challenge this narrative through decisive action. Within families plagued by poverty, occasional trailblazers disrupt the cycle by making pivotal choices that alter the course of their lineage. Each one of us holds the power to rewrite our family's narrative through intentional choices, thereby reshaping the lives of future generations. In essence, our journey towards fulfillment and success hinges on the choices we make. Stepping out of our comfort zones and embracing risk empowers us to tap into our true potential. The world is brimming with untapped talent, awaiting discovery, awaiting those willing to venture forth boldly. By choosing to dream big, persevere against odds, and embrace change, we embark on a transformative journey that transcends generations, leaving an indelible mark on the tapestry of human history. Thanks for watching. This is an excerpt from my book, Choices. Although we make choices at every point in our lives, our choices often are not as informed as they should be. There's a huge difference between making an informed choice versus choosing without being informed. An informed decision is based on actual facts and figures. When faced with a tough issue, we should not base our decision on how we feel. Instead, we ought to take a practical approach by applying a simple breakdown analysis. Now, here are the 7 steps to problem solving. Number 1. Understand the problem. Understand the nature of the problem, or what is the business problem that we want to solve. Number 2. Once we have identified the problem, the next step is to dissect facts and details. The next step is to analyze the problem. Step number 4. Research possible solutions. In step 5, once we have researched possible solutions, we have to weigh the pros and cons of each of those solutions. In step 6, we make a choice based on factual data, and that is when the choice becomes an informed decision. And lastly, the 7th step, which is also the most important step. Here, we validate that our choice is in alignment with our ultimate goal. If not, go back to the previous step. The same process can be applied in different situations. You apply these steps when buying a car or a house. Although the process of buying a car or home may not necessarily present a problem, it nevertheless requires a decision-making process to make an informed choice. What differentiates a sensible choice from a rash one is the difference in the approach of how you arrived at the choice. Likewise, what differentiates a successful investor from an unsuccessful one are again informed choices and decisions. Thanks for watching. This is an excerpt from my book, Choices. The power to choose our emotional responses to life's challenges is within us. Whether we opt for joy or sadness, it's ultimately our decision. Even in chaotic circumstances, we can choose to remain joyful and contribute positively to a community and the world. Despite the belief that circumstances control us, It's our choice whether to let external factors affect our emotions. However, achieving emotional stability and maturity is also influenced by the decisions we make. Anger, like happiness, is a choice. Hard as it may seem, controlling our anger begins with a conscious decision not to succumb to it. Introspective analysis and a structured breakdown of the problem can aid in resolving anger and conflicts. Stepping back from the situation and viewing it objectively often leads to clearer solutions. Choosing anger only diminishes joy and well-being without resolving the underlying issue. Self-control is paramount in maintaining an unshakable life, beginning with mastering our emotions. Our ability to choose and control our feelings empowers us to navigate life's challenges with resilience and positivity. Despite life's adversities, we can choose to rise above them and pursue happiness. Letting go of past pain and focusing on our goals and dreams enables us to emerge victorious from every circumstance. Though it may be challenging, conscious effort to shift our focus from negative thoughts to hopeful ones propels us forward towards a brighter future. Personal experiences of succumbing to negative thoughts and emotions have taught us the importance of maintaining a positive outlook. Dwelling on negativity only robs us of joy and inner peace, wasting valuable time in the process. Life is full of obstacles, but each one presents an opportunity to learn and grow. Ultimately, we must be willing to embrace life's challenges and move forward, for every obstacle carries with it a lesson and leads us closer to our purpose. Thanks for watching. This is an excerpt from my book, Choices. By allowing yourself to succumb to negative thoughts, you only lose. You gain nothing. Life goes on. Situations come and go. You cannot always control them, but you can control how you react to those situations. Always be willing to move on with your life, no matter what happens. Let nothing deter you, for there's a purpose to everything. A lesson to be learned from every obstacle, a light at the end of every tunnel. The chasm between the rich and poor lies in the differences in their choices. A close observation of the choices of the wealthy reveals their informed choices that have facilitated their success, and the poor choices of the poor have drained them of even their fewer resources. The rich have access to resources that the poor do not have, access to unique and strategic resources and information that enable them to make wise investment decisions. And hence, this chasm deepens with time. For example, in the stock market, by the time the average person begins to invest, the wise and the rich investors have already pulled out their money. And this is exactly what happened during the dot-com bust. By the time the majority of middle-class Americans began to invest in a frenzy, it signaled the smart and rich investors to pull out their money, and they sold before the value of the stocks fell. And before long, the bust happened. And then it was the middle-class Americans who got hurt in the process, and they had to take the major hit. This happens because the rich have access to timely information that equips them to make smart investment decisions. And by the time the information gets filtered down to the average person, the smart investors have already profited and are ready to buy out. And those who invested late in the game were at the receiving end of the bust. Let's take the case of a family. In a successful marriage, spouses understand each other well. They know what to expect from each other, and they have learned how to address their issues because their choices and decisions are informed. On the contrary, couples in unsuccessful marriages do not have a good understanding of each other, and they fail to solve problems when they arise. They make poor choices and their marriages fail despite feelings of love for each other and the desire to make their marriage work. Informed choices also facilitate success in the workplace. What differentiates a successful employee from one who is not is the stark differences in their attitude towards work, their approach to challenges and problems, their ability to work with many kinds of people, and their ability to thrive in the midst of adversity. A successful employee knows what he wants and how to get it. He sets clear goals for himself and has a vision that aligns with that of the organization. He knows how to manage his career, manage himself, and manage his boss. An unsuccessful employee, on the other hand, may know what he wants but may not know how to accomplish his goals. Some of the world's greatest leaders have made a deliberate choice to persevere in the midst of adversity. Abraham Lincoln was a great example of someone who never gave up despite personal tragedies. His determination and tenacity paid off in the end, and his presidency changed the lives of millions of Americans and future generations. Abraham Lincoln was an icon. His presidency stood apart from the others because of the choices he made. His presidency saw the abolition of slavery and the Emancipation Proclamation that led to pivotal changes in the Constitution. Abraham Lincoln chose to learn from his failures, never giving up. Not all leaders were born great, but emerged from tough times and difficult situations. The unexpected twists and turns of life can unleash the power within you, and that's when you realize your full potential and learn to live life without limitations. The key to discovering your potential lies in making the choice to utilize the positive aspects of a thorny situation. But there again, you have to be willing to make the choice, and when you make that choice, your issue can become your rescue. Thanks for watching. This is an excerpt from my book, Choices.